toy cars are classic. They never go out of fashion. I'm going to show you how to make your own slingshot car like this. This video is going to have a lot of numbers and measurements in it. If you're like me, detailed measurements make you happy and feel like you're being precise. However, I know that for many people, these numbers can be overwhelming, and they prefer to visualize how everything looks in CAD. The goal of this video is to show you how to sketch a plan from multiple views and figure out rough measurements, as it can save you time. However, if you feel this doesn't work for you, feel free to skip ahead to the next video. I will review all the measurements again as I design the slingshot car in Tinkercad.
So we're designing a slingshot car. And this is going to be a modular slingshot car, which means it's going to be made of different parts that all fit together without glue or screws. And the advantage of this is if I decide to iterate or change one of those parts, I don't have to reprint the whole design. I just have to reprint that one part.
For example, let's say you want to make a bigger wheel to test that out. Well, you don't want to have to reprint the entire car. You want to be able to just print out a new wheel, snap it on, and test it out. Let's begin with a top-down overview of the entire car. And from the top, it's going to look like this. Then I'm going to have an axle in front and an axle in back. And of course, we need some wheels. And because this is a modular design, we can have different types of wheels and experiment with that. And then I need some type of launching system. And I want that to also be modular so I can play with that. Now that I have the overall from the top view, I'm going to put some rough measurements to this. So the total length is 70 millimeters. I don't want it too wide, so I'm going to only make it 30 millimeters wide. What about the thickness of the frame? We're going to make that 6 millimeters. What about the axle? The length of the axle needs to be longer than the width of the car, so we're going to make that 36 millimeters. What about the launcher? We're going to make that 40 millimeters. So now I have my rough dimensions, but there's only so much you can see from the top view. There are still factors that are not accounted for and measurements that are really important, such as the axle is going to fit into the frame, or how are the wheels going to fit onto the axle. So I'm going to show a different view of each one of these. Let's start with the frame. For the frame, we're going to start with a side view. It's basically a rectangle with two holes in it. We already know the length is 70. We haven't decided on the height. Let's make it 25. And now we need the diameter for the holes the axles are going to go through. I'm going to make that 12 because I'm planning on using a 10 millimeter diameter axle. Let's sketch a back view to figure out how to connect the launcher. So the back view is basically a rectangle with a slot in it for the launcher to fit. Let's add some dimensions. We already know that's 30. We're going to center the notch. We're going to make the notch half the height. So the height was 25, half of that would be 12.5. And the thickness of the launcher is 6 millimeters. Now let's jump next to the axles. Here's my design of the axle. It's basically the exact same design as the stick from the construction toy we did earlier. We already did the dimensions here, but let's talk about the dimensions here. Well, I'm just going to steal the same dimensions I did for the construction toy. 6.5. This dimension here is different than the construction toy because it affects the thickness I can choose for my wheel. So I'm going to choose 8 millimeters for a slightly thicker wheel. This size here, I'm going to decide in CAD. A wheel seems pretty basic. It's basically a circle with a square hole in it. Let's add some dimensions. Similar to construction toy, I'm going to make this 7 millimeters. That gives me 0.5 tolerance between the 6.5 on the connector to the 7 on the wheel. In terms of the diameter of the wheel, we don't want it too small. If it's too small, the wheels won't touch the ground. So to be safe, I'm going to make it bigger than the height of the car. 30 millimeters seems good. The height of the car is 25. Here's the basic idea of the launcher. You have a slot that fits into the back, and then you have a part of the launcher where the elastic band hits. I'm going to make the height of the launcher the same height as the car. We know that's 12.5 because we want it to be half the height. We know this is 6 because that is the thickness of the frame. As I design this in CAD, I might change it. And because it's modular, I can change anything about this. This gives me a really good start before I jump into CAD. If I hadn't done this thought process first, I would probably be struggling a little bit in CAD, especially if you're newer to it, in getting things correct. All right, let's jump into Tinkercad.